This could be my old boy DH.
The thing with making Mick Fanning boards, we've been doing it for such a long time, so we've got a great relationship.
You know, I've been riding DHs since I was 13.
I've always encouraged Mick to ride other boards.
I always want to try new things, and the understanding was you can't get better unless you try. So trying new boards from different shapers was always a big priority for me. You know, the whole board might not work through all conditions, but there might be 1% or 2% that I can go, hey DH, I felt this, I felt that, and we'll be able to work that into our boards. And
that's why this Stab in the Dark, he knew so many different boards, and it was really interesting watching him going, you know, Mayhem, Posel, you know, and then we've all got our little things that, you know, make our boards look unique. Him surfed good on every board. He looked really nice and flowy and everything, and the way he surfed the Roberts board, you know, as he said, it looked American. You know, didn't know whose it was. It did look American, just the way it just went released and had the speed. So I was lucky enough for him to surf my board at Lennox. You know, just a beautiful Gold Coast, or not Gold Coast, but East Coast Australian wave. And I love doing this. The Stab thing in the dark is just, you just got to be on your game all the time, especially if you're going in the Stab thing.
Yeah, sort of cheating, I think. Thing just automatically went after I finally stood up, but no, it went really good. Flow, speed, like had great drive, great release. Pretty bloody good. Pretty good.
You know what it is?
I know exactly what it is. It's cheating.
We were doing some testing with other team riders, because Mick hates epoxies.
I've never had a good epoxy DH.
The one epoxy that he has ridden before, he didn't really like it that much.
The epoxies, most epoxies sit on the water. This one felt like I could push through it.
And also the other thing too is that I know with epoxies that you've just got to drop your rail a little bit so that it buries, because they're so buoyant. So he's liking swallow, so I'll put a swallow in it. That was the first thing.
He's probably the only one that would do a swallow. He's a weirdo.
So the tech that we're using for the Stab in the Dark is the same as all the boards that we're doing. It's the Core series in an EPS stringless epoxy. It hasn't really got a name like some people are calling, you know, a tech thing. It's just the stuff that we've been developing over the last 2 years, and that, to me, Mick saying it would make the top 3, that's a tick right there.
Does anything you want it to do, so yeah, I guess that's a good thing. I think I know what it is. It's a DH, isn't it? Is it? It is. As soon as I stood up on it, I knew exactly what it was, but
Mick told me that I wasn't supposed to be in the Stab.
Originally, it was, he wasn't actually allowed to be in it.
Then Shane comes to me and I was telling him I was a bummer I can't be in it, and he goes, what, Mick knows you're not in it? And I go, yeah, and he goes, let's just put you in it and see if you can work it out.
And then Stab thought it'd be a good idea to try and sneak him in and see if I would recognise it.
Oh, okay, so last minute, you know, I had to go going in this thing.
Unfortunately, DH, you can't win this one, mate.